Greetings and welcome, my friends. This is Toy Story 2, the mono-white deck that aims to pump out doll tokens and use the doll shop to make our men big. We're using a little bit of life gain to help pump one of our men, as well as a great way to get our dead men back from the grave. We are going without removals. We are going all out on our plan to outnumber and outsize the opponent's men. Removals would just get in the way. Let's get in there. We've got the full set of authority of the Consuls. It's a great way to make it more difficult for the opponent to put up a defense against our forces. As a bonus, we also gain a life every time an opponent gets one of their men in play. Ruin-Lurker Bat is a fantastic 1-drop that can get in turn after turn for damages. The life link helps out one of our men, but when we have a permanent go to the grave during our turn, we get a scry. It might not seem like much, but it does go a long way to helping out our draws and keeping the pressure up on the opponent. Essence Channeler is that one guy in our list that loves it when we gain life. Every time we gain, the Channeler also gains. The roids are strong with this one, and his gains are our gains. The bigger the Channeler gets, the bigger the damage is, and if he goes to the grave, the counters we've accumulated can be passed along to any one of our other men. This guy lifts. Sanguine Evangelist is a fantastic enabler. When it enters play, we get a 1/1 bat token as well. It's 2 decent bodies with 1 card, and when it dies, we get another token. But wait, there's more. When we send it, it pumps other attackers for extra damages to the face of the surprised opponent. Enduring Innocence is an excellent creature enchantment that draws us an extra card when we have men enter on our side that are 2 power or less. And that happens to be everything in our deck. As a bonus, it has life link, and when it dies, it will come back as an enchantment and continue to give us the card draw bonus. Archangel Elspeth is an excellent token generator. Her soldiers come with life link, but for -2 loyalty, we can give one of our men a pair of +1/+1 counters and flying. It's a great way to pump one of our men and get in for a big shot to the opponent's face. Her -6 ability returns all permanents valued 3 or less from our grave to the battlefield. That means we get any men back that we have in there, as well as any authority we might have in the grave. Elspeth the Storm Slayer can not only generate tokens, but she'll double our token generation regardless of what makes them. Those are great abilities, but her 0 ability pumps our team and gives all our men flying. Hit this a few times and it's GG's opponent. Thanks for coming on the big show. But we're not done yet. Her -3 ability will let us snipe an enemy with mana value 3 or more. It's a pile of abilities that will wreck most of our opponents. Smile at Death is an enchantment that sits at our top end and will give us a resilience that opponents will fear. At the beginning of each of our turns, we'll get back a pair of men we have in the grave. Not only do we get them back, but they return with a bit of a boost to their stats. And because of our card choices, this means we can get any of our men back from an early grave. Virtue of Loyalty gives us a token when we fire off the adventure part, but when we play it out for its full cost, we'll get an enchantment that untaps our men as well as giving them a stat boost. With it in play, we can send it every turn and have all our men available to block. As an added bonus, this gets around any opposing authority of the Consuls. Dollmaker's Shop is our key card. We want to get one out early to start token production and unlock the Porcelain gallery to make our men big. The doll shop comes down early, but to unlock the gallery will take some time. While we wait for the mana, we'll build up our board and get in for hits when we can. For lands, we're playing 2 Mirex, the land that can generate token men. 2 Fountain Port, the Swiss Army knife of lands with multiple abilities. 16 Plains. And 4 Dalkovan Encampment, the special land that will give us a pair of attacking tokens when we activate it and swing in. Playing the deck is easy. Play out any early men and prioritize getting a doll shop in play. Build up as much as possible while getting in for hits. Our men might be small, but together they can be a force. A channeler with plenty of life gain can become a problem for the opponent. Our planeswalkers can also stir up trouble with additional tokens as well as their support abilities. Even if the opponent manages to wipe out our team, we can generate more tokens or get men back from the grave. Eventually we get to gallery mana and unlock it to turn our small men into monsters. That's the deck, boys. Let's go play some games.
Do you want to play a game?
This is James Tiberius Kirk. He spelled his own middle name wrong. Oopsie poopsie bro. We're kicking things off with the usual shuffler special. Luckily, even with only a pair of lands, we can play everything but the Elspeth. Nice try, shuffler. Keep your pants on. They played out a mountain, so we'll play out the authority. Just in case they're the raging mono-red we think they might be. Their men will enter tapped and will gain a life for every guy they play out. It's the card mono-red dreams about in their worst nightmares. We'll play out the encampment and get our bat in there. We'll follow up with the channeler on our next turn. That's a show-off in case you were wondering. They play out a nemesis, it enters tapped, and at least for this turn will be a nice-looking ornament on their side of the board. They even go for the show-off. They should have played it out last turn. It did them no good to plot it. We draw another virtue, and now we've got a decision to make. Play out the doll shop and get our token crew started up, or play out the channeler and possibly risk it getting hit with removals early on. In the end, we have to go with the channeler. The sooner he can start lifting, the bigger he'll get. And we got some roids for him to get his lifting career off the ground. Get swole, little buddy, get swole. They've got a decision to make. Let's hope it doesn't cause any stains from the strain of using the brain. They play out the killer mouse with offspring, but that's a pair of men as well as double pump for our channeler. Oopsie poopsie bro. Amazingly, they want to trade blows. That's perfectly fine, we'll take the hits. We draw one of our best cards for the moment, a plains. Let's throw down a doll shop, and we'll fire off a surprise virtue token. I bet mono red is seeing red knowing that we're still over 20 life. Get some. They play out a ruckus and give their show off a big boost. It's going to be plenty of damages. They even have a rage for the mouse. Our time on the over 20 side of life might be coming to an end. They do keep some blockers back, but they send in their bigger threats. We'll take the hits. There's no use to even blocking, we'd still take a rather big hit if we do. We draw another land, and we've got another decision point. Do we play out Elspeth for the life link tokens, or go with the virtue? Each card has pros and cons at the moment, but overall, the stronger play is likely the virtue. Getting our men pump as well as getting them untapped is absolutely amazing. We can safely send in our bat. It's only 1 damage now, but in the future it'll be more. One card left in hand, and it's a hasty spear guy. That's too bad, bro. Let's see if they send us any men. That's 8 damages if we don't block any of it. That can't be an option. We could sacrifice a token, but we're still taking too many damages. Let's put the big guy in front. The bat will go in once again. We've got them with a surprise move, and we'll be able to end the game on our next turn. They simply don't have the ammo to take this game. A talent, it might give them a token equipment, but it's not enough. This is their last turn. That's a nice 5/4 flyer you got there. It would be a shame if something happened to it. This is where we spring the surprise. It's so good to make them feel ineffective. They can do nothing to hurt us. They give us the GGs. It's game over. They can't even bear to take the last hit. They poop it and scoop it. This Ava lint, it's the lint you find in your belly button from new shirts. We get a 3-lander with an authority and double innocence. The Evangelist is icing on this pound cake. Keep your pants on. You are kidding me. Excuse the smell. We've got mono red over for a cup of coffee. We draw a turn 2 play, which is perfect. For now, we'll have to hope the authority slows them down at least a little bit. They're an is it mono red then? Interesting. They don't have any pump, so it's only 1 more damage. Let's get our power lifter in there. Hopefully they have some men to play out, and our boy can get swole. Should have seen that cutter coming. Everyone is trying to play it in an is it shell, but it truly belongs in Gruul. We're not blocking. The cutter is proof that we have life gain on the way. This turn is an Innocence turn. We'll get our first sheep in play and make their life harder. Life link is a bane to their existence. A talent that will generate a token, and that's some roids. 1 more spell, and they'll get a cutter token. That's worth it, right? They play out an extra spear guy that they didn't need to. Very nice, bro. I mean, thanks. Let's play out the second Innocence first, then follow up with the bat. A double draw will hit just right. Time to send it. If they want to trade with our first Innocence, that's fine. We'll still get the card draw, and they let through a 6 spot. They block up our big boy. They've realized that trading blows is not something they can afford to do. They hit our authority with bounce that gives us a fish token. Another pair of cards for free? I'll take it. Thanks, bro. And we can just replay it on our turn. They send it. Some of their best blockers have been tapped. We love taking hits though, and here we'll take all of it. No pain, no gain. In playing out the authority, we oopsie poopsie, but they can't really hurt us at this point. They're down to 1 card in hand, and even if they double spell, their tokens enter tapped. I like this guy's strategy. I'm sure they realize they're fueling their own demise. We've got enough ammo to take on a pair of opponents. This time they managed to get an untapped token. We're in shock, the beatings are coming. This game has come unhinged, we can't possibly keep drawing cards at this rate. Who knew mono white was card draw king? We could even deck ourselves out. Let's not do that.
I draw breath, hope will never fall. We fight together!
It's been great and it's been fun, but it'll be great fun to see them go away. I only wish we could have put them at a higher negative. GG's extra cheese. This is Marge Idiot. No wait, it's Margie Otter. You oughter believe this game will be good. We get a 3-lander with a good line of plays from turn 1 through turn 3. If this can't do it, nothing can. Keep. They play out a candy trail. I've been seeing more and more of it. Anti-mono red or anti-discard. They're probably not an aggressive deck, but just in case, we'll play out the authority first. We still don't know what they might be up to. It's possible they are colorless. But would anyone actually try that? We'll pass the turn. We have a token we can make at instant speed. The time has come. Let's get our token in there. This turn will go with the doll shop. It's free tokens when we swing in and nothing beats free. We'll follow up with the bat. It's sure to drive them bats. They go for an archive. a mana artifact that gets them a pair of colorless mana. They are on the move, but with everything colorless they won't have access to a board wipe or good removals. We've got only one play, and that's an Evangelist. It's 3 more power on board, and when we swing in next time it'll increase the damages we dish out. How does Bro survive in an aggro world? They play out the mighty Yugen. I guess that solves most problems? But it is rather slow. They take care of the doll shop. No more free tokens, but we've gotten a pair of them already. They deal with the Evangelist as well, so no team pump on our attack. We hit the mother of all decision points. The second Evangelist, or the Virtue. The Virtue will pump our men, but we're not quite sure how many colorless cards they'll be able to play out on their next turn. It could be a lot, it could be a few. Adding more bodies to our board for right now seems like the better plan. Let's get in there and take Yugen down a notch.
You fight without purpose.
A Simulacrum takes out the Evangelist, but we've already gotten a token with it. The body count is what matters here, I think. As long as we've got men, we've got a chance. Another artifact, and that snipes our knight token. On his way out, he says goodnight. Our only play now is the Virtue. At least we'll get some decent-sized men in a few turns. It's time to put their dreams to rest. Let's get in there. They even play a portal. That's cool, bro. Tell me more. It's going to be kind of difficult to get any men with it when our actual cards were exiled and we have a bunch of tokens. Should we go with mites or should we go with sushi? With mites we won't be able to block, but the poison could be a factor. They play out the mother of all artifacts, a fatty 8/8 monster. Gird your loins, men. The more girded, the better. They have the beef, but we have the numbers. As our men grow in size, they'll need to hurry up and get in for damages, or lose this race. With 10 power in the air, they can't really send it. That big 8/8 beef burger will have to remain on blocking duty if they want to survive. That portal sure came in handy. Am I right, bro? Note to self, colorless just does not work. Also GG's. This is Delta Decay. How charming. He's up Poop Creek without a boat, but he's got a paddle. We get a shuffler special, but we can play out our entire hand, even if we don't draw another land this game. Suck on that shuffler. Eat it like a pie. Keep. Going first, we don't know what they might be up to, in which case, maybe we should go with the bat first. This will give our second turn channeler some roids right away. They play out a swamp, heaps of removals, and even some card-tossing shenanigans. Our play this turn was already determined when we played out the bat. Get in their channeler. Do you snipe one thing or do you snipe the other? Do you cry about this or do you cry about that? No use scrying over spilled mana, bro. They sniped the bat. The smallest guy was the biggest threat. I had no clue. We draw a land and we'll be able to play out the authority and the doll shop. Once again, keeping men on board will likely be what gives us a chance. They go for a Preacher, but it enters tapped, and the life gain pumps our channeler. What's great is the Preacher will generate tokens for them, further pumping our channeler. We get a fourth land, and we can play out the second channeler and make an instant token with the Virtue. Let's get in there. Damages, bro, damages. They send it anyways. Even if maybe you shouldn't. Some damages are better than no damages. They fire off a Feed the Swarm. It's our authority they fear the most. But before it goes away, we'll make our Virtue token. They are confused about the sushi move. Admittedly, I am too. Next step is get in there. They snipe our big channeler, but that just means we pump our knight. These bros can lift. Damages, bro, damages. Also GG's extra cheese. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.